Now, before we begin, let me give you a few helpful hints. The most healthy and permanent weight loss is gradual. You can expect to lose 3 or 4 pounds during the first 1,000 calorie a day week. From the second week on, you're going to probably lose a little less, but don't worry about ups and downs of a pound or 2. The more you weigh, the more water your body has stored up in there. The first and even the second week, you will probably be getting rid of a lot of what we call water weight. But I am interested in fat. So if you lose a lot of weight the first week and only lose 1 or 2 pounds a second, don't go looking for a ledge to jump off of. Gradual loss is normal. You didn't put the weight on overnight. Don't expect to get rid of it overnight. Just make sure there is an overall downward trend. And please, don't skip meals or concentrate all your eating into one big meal. Don't be one of those dumb people who starve for weeks and then overeat for weeks. This kind of feast and famine cycle can cause serious medical problems. Your body burns calories best when they're provided throughout the day, rather than going from starvation to overload all the time. That's why Deal a Meal worked with doctors and nutritionists in putting together a program that is balanced. Now here's another thing you should do. Please do this. Go invest in a measuring cup. Get some measuring spoons. Know how much you're eating. Most people out there have no idea how much they're taking in. You never worried about it as a child, and you never learned as an adult. Well, it's time to grow up. Measure that 1 cup of yogurt. Weigh those 3 ounces of chicken. Measure your butter, raisins, tuna. After a couple of weeks, you'll be able to eyeball your correct portion sizes. You'll be able to go to a friend's house. You'll be able to go out to a restaurant and at the same time stay on your Deal a Meal program. Feel free to save a fruit, bread, or dairy choice as a snack instead of part of your meal. Eat your full allotment from all food cards every day. And if you save cards, it isn't going to get you into heaven any quicker. It isn't going to buy you a pair of wings and a halo. Stop being goody two-shoes. Use your Deal a Meal cards. Starvation is the quickest way to lose your health, not your weight. And if you screw up, please don't panic. If you've blown it for one meal or one day, don't go throw yourself out of a window. Don't get depressed, say Deal a Meal isn't working and give the program up altogether. You've got to look at the whole picture. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. If you had one bad day, instead of crying over that empty carton of ice cream, forget about it. Clean up your slate and go on. And get back on Deal a Meal the very next time you eat. Self-discipline takes effort and perseverance. Remember, there is no failure in falling down. The failure is lying there. So when you fall, pick yourself up, get back on the program. I know you can do it. Now let's say you've lost your 5 pounds or 10 pounds. You're not done yet. Staying healthy is often as hard or harder than getting there. If you're not careful, your weight will move up and down like a yo-yo. And we don't want you to go back to your old eating habits. And that's why Deal a Meal has a maintenance program, which we're going to talk about right now. Be realistic about your weight goal. Don't try to achieve a weight that really isn't right for you. Stick with what feels comfortable. You know the difference. Go below your goal weight by 2 or 3 pounds. That will give you some flexibility. If you gain a couple of pounds here or there, it'll still be easy to get back on track again. Continue to eat the same foods as you were on your weight loss program. Begin by gradually adding 100 or 200 calories at a time. Perhaps 1 extra bread or 1 extra fruit. Ease into a higher calorie intake. Don't open the floodgates with an eating binge. This will lead to weight gain for sure. If you can't cut back on your calories, make it a point to increase your exercise. This also gives you a few more calories to play with in your program. If the pounds start coming back, you're either eating too much or exercising too little. You need to balance your exercise with your eating plan in order to maintain your weight. Use your scale to measure your weight, and use a measuring tape to take your body measurements. These two things are good indicators of how you're doing.
Yes.
Don't fall back into the habit of skipping meals. Please don't skip your meals. Make it a point to eat at least 3 balanced meals a day. This helps you to reach success and will keep you successful during your maintenance. If you find your weight starts creeping back, you need to get right back on your original Deal a Meal program that helped you lose the weight in the first place. I know you can do it, and so do you. That's because, listen to this, you are worth it.
Deal a Meal, your home.
Now, you've got the Deal a Meal program. You've got the cards, you've got the tape, you've got the booklet, the charts, your goal sheets, all very nice. But still, nothing has changed yet. Nothing has changed except your desire. Now you've got to take some time and prepare your world and lifestyle for your Deal a Meal program. Now, you know there's no place like home. That's where you can relax and feel at ease, and that's where you've been gaining your weight for years. Old habits die hard, so prepare a new environment. Let's start with your kitchen. Go to the cupboard right now. Everybody has that special little cupboard where we keep those special things for special people. It's the party cabinet where you keep the instant cake mixes and the chips and the candy and all those things. If you are a compulsive eater, when something goes wrong, you're going to go right to that place. So clean it out. Give it all to a friend, a neighbor, or better yet, an enemy. Actually, the best place for this is the garbage can. While you're at it, clean out that freezer. Get rid of those frozen Snicker bars you've got behind the ice cube trays and those little dairy treats. Go through your entire refrigerator, cleaning out all the temptations that are there. Use your cookie jar as a flower pot and sell your candy dishes at the next garage sale. Get a food scale. Measuring out precise portions will help you keep extra ounces from turning into extra pounds. And please put away those TV trays. The only place you're eating from now on is at the dining room or the kitchen table, not in bed, not in the easy chair, and certainly not in front of the refrigerator. Now, some of you hide food in your house like a squirrel storing up nuts for the winter. There are places you have for little tidbits. Go through your closets, go through your car, go through the garage. Make sure the wrong kinds of foods are not in your house. Next, let's Deal a Meal your bathroom. Get a good bathroom scale, invest in one. Weigh yourself in the daytime because you're always heavier at night. Start using it every day at the same time of the day. Now, some people get discouraged if they don't lose 10 pounds a day. So they don't like scales. Some people are afraid to look at the scale altogether. They freak out. If you're one of these, then maybe it's too painful to weigh yourself on a daily basis. But please do check your progress at least once a week. Go buy yourself a tape measure. Sometimes it's good to know you're losing inches even if you're not losing weight as quickly as you want. And get yourself a full-length mirror so you can look at yourself and see firsthand your progress. Also, look at your whole body. Remember, you're the one who is deciding how much you should weigh.
Deal a Meal your family and friends.
You've also got to introduce your family and your friends to the Deal a Meal program because you can't do this all by yourself. You're going to need the support from those around you. Sit down with your kids, your spouse, your parents, your roommate. Let them know and understand what you want and what you plan to do. They may want to join you, but they should be able to respect you and what you're doing.
Deal a Meal and your shopping list.
Take a look at the menus for breakfast, lunch, and dinner we've outlined for you in the back of the booklet. Make use of these ideas to help you plan your meals and snacks for the entire first week. Then make your shopping list accordingly. By careful planning, you won't need to go to the market nearly so often. In addition, always shop with the list and stick to it. Never shop when you're hungry. Don't take friends shopping with you. Go by yourself. Try to shop before the sun goes down. The longer the day gets, the weaker your willpower gets. And please, when you go grocery shopping, start in the produce section. Buy fresh foods whenever possible, frozen as a second choice, and canned foods as a last resort.
Deal-A-Meal tips for temptation.
We all have bad habits that have made our weight a problem in our lives, but there are little things you can do to overcome your weaknesses. Here are some things that have helped others to beat temptations. Maybe they'll just work for you. First of all, that intense craving for food you're never able to resist only lasts for 10 minutes. Check it out for yourself next time you feel one coming on. The weakest, most self-indulgent person in the world can resist any temptation for 10 minutes. Chew some gum. Having something in your mouth and having your mouth in motion is often all you need to stop the cravings. Keep a rabbit bowl in your refrigerator. This is a covered container filled with your favorite raw vegetables like celery and carrot sticks. A snack attack can be quickly satisfied by food that goes crunch. Brush your teeth and tongue thoroughly for a full 3 minutes. Food is a little less tempting when it means dirtying a clean, fresh mouth. Now, I had a friend who tried this. After dinner every night, she brushed and gargled, and for the rest of the night, she would not put anything in her mouth. It just didn't feel like it belonged there. Spend time with friends who have lost weight, or better yet, a friend or relative who's on the Deal-A-Meal program. Get on a buddy system. It's inspiring to be around someone who knows what you're going through. Plan your meals in advance. Make sure, especially for the first couple of weeks, that you're really making simple meals, the kinds that don't take much time in the kitchen. Stop eating out so much in general, and when you do, avoid restaurants that serve large portions of heavy foods. Take your Deal-A-Meal wallet and cards out with you, whether it's to a restaurant or to someone else's house.
Deal-A-Meal and exercise.
Remember, there are 3 ingredients to the Deal-A-Meal program. One part is using Deal-A-Meal and learning how to eat. Another part is that positive mental attitude that we're going to work on in just a few moments. The part I want to talk about now is really essential, and that is exercise. Deal-A-Meal is an exercise for your mind, but your body needs exercise too. You may have exercised when you were in school and had a very active past, but that doesn't count. You've got to exercise now. If you've ever seen anybody who has lost weight without exercising, their skin looks different, their hair looks different, their body tone is different, their posture is different. That's why you've got to exercise while you're trying to lose weight. Before we even talk about it, let me tell you a few of the benefits of exercise, things Americans spend billions of dollars on each year trying to get. Yet, here they are for you, free for the taking, and with just a little effort. Exercise, especially aerobic exercise, reduces your size and weight by burning fat. I knew this one wouldn't surprise you. Exercise suppresses your appetite for 30 minutes to 1 hour. Exercise increases your lifespan up to 10 years. Exercise can eliminate depression because if you're doing something positive for yourself, it just puts you in a better attitude. Exercise eliminates tightness and tension, often ridding you of stress headaches altogether. Exercise increases your energy level. Exercise sharpens and quickens your mind because of the extra oxygen flowing through your head. Exercise helps you to sleep better. Exercise makes visits to the bathroom more regular and satisfying. Exercise cleans out your lungs, increasing their capacity and eliminating that out-of-breath feeling. Exercise makes you more conscious of your body, totally improving your posture. Exercise motivates you to tackle other challenges and to succeed. The energy you're creating through exercise can't help but affect other parts of your life. Exercise builds up your resistance to sickness. And exercise will improve every aspect of your appearance. Eyes, skin tone, body shape, etc. for a more attractive you. Are you sold now? Then let's talk about exercise. If you haven't exercised for a while, start slow. But start right now. Take it a little at a time, and please be patient. Begin by walking. Start by walking a block, then 2 blocks. Go 5 minutes, 10. Increase it gradually. Keep a chart on your walking. Walking is the best overall exercise. The next thing is swimming. Swim a lap or 2. Increase it. Keep track of it. Find a place where they have aerobic classes, whether it's at your church or a health club or just a bunch of your friends getting together. Get some exercise safe videos. That way, if you're overweight and a little self-conscious, you can do it at home. Get an exercise bike. Get some first-class home gym equipment recommended by an expert. Here's a few exercise tips. Take the stairs instead of the elevator and tackle them every couple of hours if you sit a lot. Park half a mile from your office and walk the rest of the way. Do that 5 days a week for a year, and you can wave goodbye to 7 pounds of fat. If you really want some good walking exercises, use a walking tape to keep a good pace, or walk in the sand at the beach. I have to tell you, exercise is your best friend to help you get to your goal, so do it faithfully. That means every day. I promise you, you'll thank me for it for the rest of your life.
Deal a meal and a positive mental attitude.
Perhaps the most important part of Deal a Meal is a positive mental attitude. I've given you the Deal a Meal program. I've shown you the cards and taught you how to eat and take care of yourself. You've learned Deal a Meal and exercise and eating. You've learned the importance of physical exercise. Now I want to teach you your mental exercise. Now for many of us, it's the hardest. In order to get a positive mental attitude, you've got to exercise your mind. And just like your eating habits, just like your physical activity, this mental exercise is something you simply have to do over and over again to make it a part of you. Please remember this. Success is not achieved without effort, but success is always worth the effort. You can't fail unless you choose to give up. And there is no reason to do that because any mistakes you make are correctable. First of all, I want you to forget all the bad experiences you've ever had trying to lose weight. Forget the money that you've spent and all the time you might feel you've lost over the years. Forget things that people have said. Forget times that you've been hurt. Forget all of this. Stop thinking that this time is going to be just like the time before. A lot of us carry around big chalkboards with all our past failures, all the things that never worked written on them. It's time to erase the board and start fresh. Think of only today. Try to forgive yourself for the past. Not forgiving yourself is just another form of procrastination. Stop being so hard on yourself. Maybe that's going to take apologizing to yourself, apologizing to your body. I'm sorry, body, for putting you through all this. I'm sorry for filling you up with food when I was depressed. I'm sorry for getting angry with you if you didn't look good. I'm sorry for all those things, and now I'm just going to look forward. Now let's start from a basic foundation. Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
What are your goals? Go to page 22. You will see 4 lines. Write down right now what your goals are. I want to lose weight. I want to get a better job. I want a relationship. Whatever your goals are, right this very minute, write them down. These goals will come true quicker if you're using your Deal a Meal cards, if you're working on your nutrition, and if you're exercising. Now close your eyes. Just close your eyes for just a second. Can you see yourself thin? Can you picture yourself in a body that you would like to live in? Can you see those hips get smaller? Can you see that stomach flatter? Can you see what you'd actually look like and feel like? Can you see yourself running and jumping and being active? Can you see yourself without those 10 pounds or 40 pounds or 100 pounds? Can you see your face, your complexion, your body tone? Let your mind be a Polaroid camera. Take a picture of yourself as you would like to look and feel, and keep that mental picture for instant recall at any time. Now, something that always works in my classes is what I call my positive pep talk. Years ago, if you talked to yourself, people thought you were loony. But today we know that this is now known to be one of the most effective ways to get people to accomplish anything. If you're on Deal a Meal and you're trying to motivate yourself every day, you need to give yourself a positive pep talk every day, because you can't expect to get it from others. There are all kinds of people in the world. Some people, oh, you know the ones, will come up to you and say, gee, what happened to you? You look so fat. Or ask you, are you pregnant? When you're not. Sometimes the problem isn't people saying negative things. Sometimes it's that they don't say anything at all. Here you've lost 6 pounds and you expect the world to spin on its heels and notice. But people don't. What I'm telling you is that you don't need to wait for other people to tell you how terrific you are. Tell yourself you're the person who matters. Tell yourself and then watch. Your self-esteem shoots up, and then more surprises. You begin to perform to the higher expectations expressed by your positive words. Now, when I asked you earlier to write out why you wanted to lose weight, did you write that out and make copies to put around your house? That exercise is part of your positive pep talk. These are the road signs for your life. Now, I'm going to give you one more road sign. Say these 4 little words right now. Say them with me. I can do it. Say it again, this time with more feeling. I can do it. You need to program your tired, defeated mind with positive thinking until it fully accepts and acts upon the truth of that powerful statement. I can do it. Here's what you're going to do first thing in the morning, every morning. You're going to look right in the mirror and say, today, I'm going to do better. I'm going to be in a very positive mood today. I'm going to succeed. In the same way, you're going to finish the day looking in that mirror with these statements. The weight won't come off overnight, but it will come off. I will be patient and continue towards my goals. Tomorrow will be even better than today. Every success brings me closer to my goal. Review your goals in life and the benefits you look forward to when you have the body you want and deserve. And listen to the tape frequently, especially this positive mental attitude section. And remember, please remember this. You are not a failure. There is no such thing as a failure, just a quitter. You aren't perfect, but you are the highest form of life that is upon this earth. You are one of a kind, and there is no one quite like you. You, my friend, are a miracle. The gifts and qualities you have are yours and yours alone. So please, please, take care of yourself. We've talked about a lot of things over the past hour, and I want each and every one of you to know that with Deal a Meal, you can lose weight and keep it off. All the tools you need are there, and all you have to do is use them every day. I'd like you to take a few moments out now and listen to some of the words of encouragement from those who've used Deal a Meal and changed their lives forever.
I told myself I was happy being overweight and that my life was just fine the way it was. I had tried every diet and failed. so I had given up and learned to accept it. That was until I came to Richard Simmons and realized I can do it. The Deal a Meal program has worked great for me. It's easy to follow, and the results are showing. The greatest thing I'm learning is to love myself more than I love food. I have already lost 40 pounds, and it feels wonderful. I love trying on clothes again, and my husband is so proud of me. He's even on the program and has lost 20 pounds himself. I still have a long way to go, but I know I will do it this time. I want this for me.
Hi, I'm Marilyn. For a long time, I lived for stuffing, potatoes, and every other starch I could think of. For a snack, I'd make a big casserole of Swiss steak and mashed potatoes with tons of butter and gravy. I used to live for foods like this, and then I finally decided to live for me. I've lost 165 pounds, and you can lose it too. I finally learned that with a positive attitude, good eating habits, and daily exercise, that the weight can be lost and kept off forever. If I can do it, then anyone can do it. So believe in yourself, too.
My name is Robin Plummer. At 30 years old, I had a baby. Although I only gained 30 pounds or so during pregnancy, I gained an additional 25 after the baby was born. I had almost resolved to accept the fact that my body would remain that way forever, that the weight gained because of pregnancy would never come off, until Richard and Simmons and Deal a Meal. I've now lost 40 pounds. I've gone from a size 18 to a 9, and I have lots of energy and discipline and fun in my life. I have worked at this one day at a time. I have changed my attitudes about food and about being healthy. I always remember that yes, I can have that cake or candy or pizza if I choose to. But you know what? I choose not to. And that feeling of self-satisfaction is much more fulfilling than the so-called satisfaction I would have gotten from the food. Food is not the most important thing anymore. I am.
Once you make up your mind, don't give up. If you blow it, don't feel guilty. Learn from your mistakes and try not to make the same ones again. Don't think of being on a diet as being in prison. Think of it as every slab of butter, every pizza, or every french fries you don't eat as one number closer to cracking the combination to your cell door. It is just as important to exercise as it is to reform your eating habits. Exercise will burn fat, curb your appetite, and you will feel stronger every day. If you would have told me this 5 months ago, I would have never believed it. Now I'm 71 pounds lighter and on my way to a healthy, happier life.
The day I decided to really lose weight was the day I ran out of excuses. I realized that no person or thing was going to take this weight off but me. I've now lost 60 pounds and have kept it off for 4 years. I can't stress enough that the satisfaction I get from feeling good about myself is better than anything chocolate. 5 years ago, I made a pact with myself. Everything would be okay if I didn't gain another pound, but I was only settling for second best. Maybe because others treated me second best, it seemed okay, but we all deserve the best for ourselves. Losing weight gave me a secret inner strength. Now when I have something difficult to handle, I know I can. We all can. Today is the beginning of the rest of our lives, so let's make it the best.
10 years ago, I lost 100 pounds in 5 months, eating 500 calories a day. 3 months after I stopped starving myself, I was 60 pounds heavier and still going up. I vowed to myself to never diet again. I would find a way of life or I would stay fat forever. 2.5 months ago, I was steadily getting fatter and older and feeling worse and fretting about it constantly. I started exercising 4 times a week with Richard and doing the Deal a Meal plan. I didn't really believe I could eat 1,000 to 1,200 calories a day and lose weight, but I did it on faith. Here I am 18 pounds later and not suffering because I'm eating plenty and feeling good about myself. I'm a changed person. I know if I just get myself to the workout, no matter how I'm feeling before, I'll be transformed after we've finished. I feel better about myself, and I'm confident I can go all the way this time, at my own pace.
Hi, I'm Debbie. I've lost 182 pounds. My motto was, enjoy life, and enjoy I did. I pleased my parents by cleaning my plate, pleased my friends by treating them to expensive dinners out, and thought I was pleasing myself. Now I enjoy the true taste of healthy foods. Deal a Meal shows me how to really enjoy my life.
Hi, I'm Mary. At 275 pounds, I felt like a total failure. I had quit college with 1/4 left to finish my degree.
and all I ever did was crochet, watch soaps, and eat. I had no confidence in myself. I started losing weight, and I realized that if I could lose weight, I could do anything. I've lost 110 pounds now. I went back to school and finished my bachelor's degree, and now I have a wonderful career helping other people lose weight. All it takes is trusting yourself. Just take it step by step. With each small success, your confidence will grow, and before long, you'll know you can create anything you want in your life.
My name is Elijah, and I once weighed nearly 500 pounds. I was on a suicide mission with a knife and fork in my hands, but I finally stopped the madness and met a person I really liked, me. Today, I weigh under 200 pounds. I feel better, I look better, and I believe I've become a better me. Locked inside of me was a person who could do anything he wanted. Now it's your turn to become the person you really want to be. It's time for you to realize your dream.
Hey, you're doing something great with your life. Keep eating right, keep exercising, and keep directing positive thoughts at yourself. Now, to help you along, I prepared 30 morning motivations on page 24 in your book. Turn to them now. I call these my motivating sparklers. 30 positive motivators, one for each day of the month. Read them often. Memorize one a day. Get yourself in a good, positive mood. You know what? You've begun a whole new way of life. Make it long and healthy and happy. God bless.